Why did P2B not copy Tinubu by finding a better successor in Anambra? PDP Segun Showme. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. A chieftain of Tackes PCC and a prominent PDP politician in Ogun, Segun Showme, has tackled presidential candidate P2B over his role in the emergence of his successor in Anambra State. Showme may have praised the All Progressive Congress presidential candidates on Plus Television while noting the outcome of a state funds saved by P2B governorship administration. Addressing the topic, Showme said, "We can take P2B's case as an example. Some people have claimed that he performed well in Anambra State to some extent. However, how do you say that P2B performed well in the real sense when you consider what his successor did with the money he claimed to have saved as the governor of Anambra State?" He continued, "Due to the nature of the Nigerian political space, P2B would have been involved in installing his successor. Why did P2B not copy Bola Tinubu by finding a better successor in Anambra State? We may continue struggling if we do not make the required adjustment. I want us to get the country working." So, it is now paramount. It is now paramount in democracy that, P2B should have copied, it should have copied Tinubu and put in somebody there, just like he does in Lagos for how many years now? Wow. Oh, so you wanted P2B to create a cabal that can never be dismantled like Tinubu? My brother, P2B does not believe in orthodox politics. He's redefining politics, please. Godfatherism is one of the greatest reasons we keep having poor leadership in Nigeria. Okay? Leaving behind a sustainable legacy is not Godfatherism, but mentoring good and result-oriented leadership. My own is this particular issue. Okay, P2B is not a godfather. The people had to elect their choice because we are practicing the democratic system of government in Nigeria. People like you who love godfatherism destroy our democracy and dethrone demigods. Okay, bros, all day your head. No worry, if I blow, I'll go send you money. Just drop your Aza with faith. Not really. He actually installed Obiano but could not control him. He even lost when he tried to defeat Obiano with his preferred candidate but failed. The same thing happened against Soludo. Senseless observation and talk of all disobedience groups should pack off from the road. Tinubu is coming. He was not futuristic to make his legacy and labor on things to continue, but to loot, pack and leave the rest. This was not allowed by EFCC to loot. Take your own, I take my own, like national cake. The structure that Tinubu built is now working for him without running from one party to another. Igbo people are not Momo like other tribes. You cannot try that nonsense Tinubu is doing in Lagos in Igbo land. They can never born you well. We have respect, but we don't worship anyone. If Obi mess up after 4 years, Igbo people will be the first to ask for his head. Okay? You don't worship anyone, but you worship... Okay? In Igbo land, they are Republicans in nature. You cannot impose any one on them. The electorate should be allowed to make their choice. Exactly. The rebels are weaklings. That was why they allowed Tinubu to act as a demigod. I don't know how some people always talk out of sentiment. What this man said doesn't sound anything like godfatherism, but he is saying what makes our country moving backward. There is nothing in looking for whom can build a good foundation, despite that they are not in the same party. He's still saying what we call realistic. But instead to check the sense in it, some started abusing him, and that is not life. Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Okay. If he decides not to act as a godfather to decide on who takes over from him, there is absolutely nothing in it. You see people who comment and tell you now that there is something wrong in it. It is the responsibility of the people to choose their leader and not the incumbent. P2B is not a ruler but a leader. He knows his limitation. If he's not a ruler, then he should go and be president of Traders Association of Nigeria and be leading them. Are you really serious? Only God knows why you are being irrational. Whoever wants to work as a governor will work for the people, and whoever wants to steal will abandon his responsibility and face looking of public funds. You cannot have the two at the same time. It is not a matter of Tinubu or Obi. Before Biano became a governor, he had neither a walking stick nor a cowboy cap. How would Obi know what was in his mind before anointing him as his successor? The heart of men is difficult to define. Okay. So you want him to colonize Anambra like Jagaban did in Lagos? Well, if he did it, Soludo will not have time to be typing trash, and instead we mobilizing talk like Sanwo-Olu is doing for Bola Tinubu in Lagos. Okay. There is an Inuedo Shegun. Okay, that's an Inuedo Shegun. Are you insinuating that the governor of Anambra State who took over power are all inept and useless like Boo Boo? Oh my goodness. Why are people like this? All right. On top of this issue, I don't think the P2B has done anything wrong. I don't think. What this man is saying, what he meant was that why was P2B not able to pick a successor, just like Bola Tinubu? And we can all see what happened. Okay, we cannot see what happened in the Lagos State. There's nothing you tell me about what's it called? Picking a mentor that will not lead to godfatherism. For goodness sake, we practice a democratic system of government where people should be allowed to pick who would serve them. Anything where we say it don't pass, say people no get choice. You don't come up for democracy. It is not godfatherism. And how would you know somebody's mind? You that is speaking the person, you know whether or not the one we put there ain't going to be worse. Yes, now all those things are what you're going to consider. So, Peter B, do and be saying no do am. You understand? Though I'm hearing, he tried to, he opposed Obiano, he tried to, But at the end of the day, what happened? These things, how do I put it? People who are coming there are supposed to be responsible people. You're not going to hold P2B because, it is wrong to hold P2B responsible for the crime committed by someone who succeeded him now. It doesn't make sense. So that person that succeeded, make him bear the consequence of inaction. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.